Hey everybody, I wanted to talk about an experience that I had recently and then some of my thoughts that went along with it. I get a great opportunity to work with interns pretty much every semester from lots of different colleges, and I often have interactions and communications with their internship supervisors and some of the instructors at the different colleges, and it's pretty cool to start to get to know the curriculums that are involved and that or curricula, I guess is what you would say, at the different universities and what different students bring to the table when they get here. But I recently had one of them is an awesome guy, very well respected and experienced professor, come in and wanted to sit down and talk with me about not only a couple of the students that he had, but some of my thoughts on the industry. And one of his main questions was, are we as an industry and as a higher education um, group, conglomerate of universities around the country, are we putting out too many students in this field? And is it worth the investment of the probably a good $100,000 investment in education to get a job in this field? And are the students going to be able to make that up and make enough money? So we started talking about it. My first response was, yeah, yes, absolutely. You are putting out too many students that are trying to get into this field. And he, right off the bat, said, I thought the same thing, but I don't really know how to tell students that this isn't for them. And my response was kind of, he agreed with it 100%, was more about personality than it was about their ability to prepare the students from an academic standpoint. I think it's fairly safe to say that a lot of, or that any decent college program is going to be able to prepare you for the basics to get into the fitness industry. Maybe not strength and conditioning so much, but some of the basics of physiology, anatomy, those kind of things. From a basic standpoint, it shouldn't be that difficult to be prepared at a university. The things that they can't prepare you with are your personality, your ability to take initiative, um, your entrepreneurial spirit, if you have it, um, your ability to latch onto a topic or a niche and really dive into it, and essentially your ability to set yourself apart from everybody else that wants to be in this profession. And he thought the same exact thing to me, or about this, and said the same thing to me, that he notices that in every class there's a couple students that really set themselves apart, and then there's a lot of people that just kind of fade into the background um, and in his opinion probably aren't going to get jobs, and in my opinion they're definitely not going to get jobs. It is absolutely critical with all the people in the world trying to get into this business to figure out a way to set yourself apart. And I can't tell you exactly how to do it other than you're going to have to do extra work. You're going to have to do extra research. You're probably going to have to do at least one internship. You're going to have to read more than everybody else. You're going to have to research more than everybody else. I remember when I was in grad school, I would sit every night. I would go to the medical school library and just pull up journal articles and go through them. For all sorts of different topics, and I kind of dove into the things that I was most interested in and really learned as much as I could about that. I know that not everybody was doing that, but I know that the people who get ahead in this industry did the same thing. Now, this is before the internet, so I know I'm old and I was in college and grad school before the internet was around, but the same thing could kind of be done with the internet now, but even better than that, go out and meet coaches and meet business people that you want to associate with and that you'd like to be in their position, and learn what they do and what they did to get to where they are. And then you need to start emulating those people and actually put the work in. Um, you're going to have some sort of an entrepreneurial spirit as well in this industry. It doesn't seem or it seems like a lot of people, young people in particular, want to get a degree and then bam, a job should just be there. It doesn't work that way in this field. There are no job fairs. You don't see postings on monster.com or jobs that I don't know what job postings there are online. There's just not jobs like this posted online. It's all done by networking and word of mouth, and getting your foot in the door through an internship or volunteering and stuff like that. So you're going to have to do something to set yourself apart. You may need to start up a blog. You may need to start writing. You may need to start speaking. You're going to have to go get at least one certification, if not multiple certifications. You're going to need to attend clinics and conferences and learn from other people. And then you're going to have a personality. Now, the personality traits that you need are going to be different depending on which part of the field you want to get into. But I see way too often students coming in that are kind of meek. They don't take the initiative on anything really. They have a hard time just going up and talking to people. They may be a little bit aloof. They think they kind of know it all, so they don't want to listen to instruction and feedback from more experienced coaches. All these things are going to play into whether or not you get a job and have a good, solid career in this industry. And I can't really tell you exactly whose personality to emulate, because it has to be your own personality. But if you can look in the mirror and honestly say to yourself, I think people are going to really like me and be energized by me when we're working out, then you may be onto something. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be a rah-rah person. You don't have to like lose your voice and have a scratchy voice all day because you're yelling at people. You don't have to be super high energy and be like caffeinated all day. You can be laid back and still be motivating. You don't have to be any certain way other than yourself. But if yourself is not engaging in some way, it's going to be really hard for you to have a successful career in this industry. So you got to figure out ways to make yourself engaging and to set yourself apart from everybody else from a knowledge and experience standpoint, so that you can get a job. Because like this professor said, there are thousands of people that want to get in this industry. They don't always know which track they're going to go in. They don't know if they're going to be a personal trainer, or a strength coach, or a private business type of strength performance coach, or corporate wellness, or athletic training, or physical education. But in all of those, to get ahead and to really be a leader in this field, it's going to be up to you to have an engaging, unique personality and to set yourself apart. And I heard a really cool statement about setting yourself apart a long time ago, and I'll just end it on this, is that the quote was something like this: that in a world full of mediocrity, those people who are willing to just do what is expected of them end up shining like superstars. And I hope you take that to heart, because there are a lot of people in this field that I'm not even sure why they're in it. They don't want to do the things necessary to get themselves ahead and to be of value to a business or a university or whoever they're dealing with, their clients. So those people who are willing to just do what they're supposed to do end up shining like superstars. And those who will go above and beyond what's expected of them end up having great careers and enjoy this field fully. So I hope this helps a little bit about kind of making a name for yourself, getting ahead, and enjoying your career. So we'll see you next time.